guys, welcome to your library at home. It's me, Elda, and I have a really fun project for you tonight. We are going to make these cute little hanging macrame lanterns. I don't know how well you can see that with the light. Let me show you one that doesn't have the light. So tonight, like I said, we're making these little DIY macrame. They could be planterns or they could be just little lanterns that you want to hang around. I found this really fun, I don't know if you could see it. Hi Sharon. I found this really fun little, I can't show you, but this little hanging chandelier thing that I made several that I hung on. So what we're gonna need for your project tonight, hi Nancy, thanks for watching. Your supplies that you need are, this is 3mm macrame cord, some Gooby Gone, or I'm sorry, I call it Gooby Gone. It's actually called Goo Gone. And these little jars from We Yogurt, but you could also use mason jars. And I'll show you guys all this at the end, these little candles. Hi Natalie, this is a really fun project. I was happy with the way it turned out. And then as you guys know, these little fairy lights. So these are literally my new favorite fairy lights. Once again, these are like $10 or $10 for like 10 sets. And the really fun thing about these lights is they have a really teeny little battery pack. So they're nice to hide in things. I'll show you what you're gonna do with those later. So I'm gonna go ahead and first, before I turn the camera down, I wanna explain to you how you figure out, hi Angie, how you figure out the length of your cord. So if you're gonna use little jars like these little yogurt jars that I have, you are going to want 18 inches, which will be from the top of your planter all the way down. You want to measure the width, the height of your jar. So these are about 2.5 inches. And then you want to add an extra 10 inches for your end. So 18 plus 18 plus 2 plus 10. We're going to go with about 45 inches. So you're going to, now is where I'm going to turn. Hi Denise. Thanks for watching. I'm going to turn the camera down so you guys can see. Let's see. I'm going to try to make it, I am going to take off this guy so he is not in our way right now. Give me 1 second, maybe I can just turn it. There we go. Let me just get them out of the way. Okay, and we'll tuck up his cord and his cord. There we go. Okay, so you're going to want to measure, hi Kelly, you're going to want to measure, so we're going to go with our 46 inches. Actually, I should say it's about 48. So you want to measure out your first length of cording at 48. And then you're going to want to cut 4 pieces of this. So once you get your first one, just go ahead and cut yourself 4 more. And I don't know about you guys, but I tend to repeatedly have a problem in my house with sharp scissors. I think I found a pair that actually work. 3 and 4. And it's okay if they're not perfect because you can trim in the end. All right, so here's our 4 pieces now. And what you want to do is fold them in half. And then about 1.5 inches from the top, just go ahead and tie yourself a knot. It's a little awkward the first time you do it, but by your second, third time, you'll be a pro. And then just go ahead and tighten up your knot really good. So this is actually where you want to hang it. This is way easier to do if it's hanging. So I've got these little key hooks that I'm just popping through here. I found that you can do this on a lamp pretty easily. So I'm gonna try to get one of these guys off. I had these all hanging so you could see them, but then I realized you actually can't see the hanger. But they are not as easy to get off as they are on. So let me just set this guy up here. This is the one that's in our way. So I'm gonna take the jar out, flip that up. So I'm gonna hang this so you guys can actually see. All right, there we go. We got all the samples out of the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang this guy from here, and I'll turn the camera back up so you can see what I'm doing. All right, let's see. You guys can see. All right, so here's my knot up at top. Hi, Danny. So you want to section this off into 4 sections of 2. And I found if you go about 5 inches down and tie a knot, and it depends on your jar, but if you're going to do these little jars that I have, you want to go about 5 inches down. And you want to do the same thing for all 4 groups of 2, if that makes sense, and I'll show you in a second. So I've got 2, if you guys can see what I'm doing. 2, we'll do 1 more. You're gonna make 3 sets of knots. The second sets of knots gets a little confusing, so I'm gonna try to explain this as best I can. So you see I have 4 sets of knots. So I'm gonna grab 2, and then I'm going to grab 2 pieces that aren't connected. So let's see if I can show you. There you go. And go about 1.5 inches down and tie those 2 together. Then you're going to do the same thing. Grab another one, go about 1.5 inches down and tie them together. Okay, I don't know what I did with that one. Let's try that one over again. There you go. And then you just pull these knots real tight. Okay, do the same for the next section. And once this is done, you guys, it'll actually, you'll be like, oh my gosh, now it makes sense. 3, and then 4. And if you guys want to try this, I don't know if you remember when we made the, hi Amy, and you made the macrame keychains, you could probably do that with the t-shirt yarn that we made. Okay, so now if you guys can see this, I'll try to hold it open for you. There's your first set of 4. So now you're gonna do the same thing. Grab 2 that are not connected and go down about another 1.5 inches and tie those together. These would look really cute, I think, hanging from a tree in the backyard or maybe from your umbrella. All right, so I'm tying those together. Hopefully you guys can see this. I grabbed the 2 that are not connected, made another knot, and then 1 more. So I did 3 rows of knots. Now you guys can see that's actually where the jar is gonna sit. So now you just wanna go down about another 1.5 inches here and tie that off. And when you're all done, you can go through and just tighten up your knots. I'm gonna do that real quick. I like to tighten them up when I'm all done because if you don't get your height right, you can then easily untie them. All right, so here you have it. Make that knot real good. And if you want, just go ahead then, trim these. Like I said, I struggled to find some decent scissors in my house. Oops. So my trimming's not going to be perfect right now. But clean up your ends, and then here's the fun part. So this one I just have my little fairy lights in there. Now you pop those right in there, and there you have it. Can you guys see that? It's actually probably better for you to see without the lights on. Hi, Judy. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, you're watching from Michigan. That's pretty cool. Thanks for letting me know that. Okay, so there's the one we just made. See how quick and easy and fun that is? But I want to show you guys some of the other things that you can do with these. So there's the lights. I think that, where is, I have one. Oh, it's the one I put up here. This one right here. This one, if you want to do a planter. Hi, Maureen. This one's just got a little succulent in it. So you can just pop your little plant of succulent. This would be really cute hanging from a windowsill. And they're really light. You could just go ahead and put command strips. And there's that one. I'm gonna see if I can spin this around. I took most of the jars out. This is literally hanging from my dining room light, so hopefully it doesn't fall on us. But this one I took some clippings from a plant, a little bit of water in there, and there you have a planter. This one I think is really fun. Once again, my favorite store. I've just got some dollar store rocks, and like I said, these lights, the kind of fun thing about these lights too, they're pretty bright as they are, but if you want to shorten your length, you literally can just snip. This is the first time I'm trying this, so we're going to see how well this works, but you can just snip it. And look at, now I have a shorter strand and it's not as bright, so I'm going to pop this in the bottom of my rocks so I can hide my light, so you can't even see the light part now. Check your lights inside there. My favorite dollar store find, faux succulent plants, and we're gonna just pop that right in the rocks. I'm gonna bring this one down. So this was my first one that I made. It was a little too big, and then I realized it fit my mason jar perfectly. And wait, not that one, because that one is definitely too short. I'll put it in this one. Okay, so this one I made bigger. So if you want to adjust your knots to your jars, and look at, I'm going to move these guys all out of the way. Look at how cute that looks. Just like that. So another really, really fun project, you guys. Honestly, this cording is pretty inexpensive. The lights are pretty inexpensive. And of course, who doesn't want to reuse their yogurt jars? So here you have it, you guys. DIY macrame lanterns. So thanks for watching tonight. I hope you guys like it. It's a really fun project. I think you're gonna enjoy it. So if you make one, please let me know. Send in some pictures. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Bye.